Hello, go to File, New, or click on Create New. And let's create a document 10 by 10 centimeters. That's 3.9 by 3.9 approximately in inches, with a resolution of 300 pixels. White background, click Create. And you can open your character window by going to Window and you click Character. Now go to File, Place Embedded, and select this photo that you can download from the link in the video description for free. So select the photo and click Place to place it in the document. And now click here or hit Enter to commit the transform. Now hold the left mouse button here and pick Elliptical Marquee tool. Pick the Elliptical Marquee tool. Hold the Alt key on your keyboard. And you can also hold the Shift key depending on your settings and make a circle around this area of the mountain tops here. Then just hit Ctrl plus J, copy it to a new layer. Let's double click on the layer name and let's rename it to Mountain Logo and hit Enter. Then right click on the layer and choose Blending Options. Click on Stroke and let's set the size to 6. Or 4. Let's set the size to 4. And let's click the color and pick some blue color from the mountain with the eyedropper tool. Then click OK. Click OK again. Let's select the layer with the mountain, the first layer with the mountain below, and hit Delete on your keyboard, or just drag it here to the trash to delete it. Now select the mountain logo layer and click here for a new adjustment layer and choose threshold. Now drag the slider until you achieve something like this. And let's close it. So I've set the threshold level to 161. Now let's change the layer opacity to around 70%. Now select the horizontal type tool. And I'll be using Bebus Neue. I don't know how exactly you pronounce it, but you can also use Arial if you want to, or any other font you like. Now select the threshold layer and go to Layer, New Layer, create a new layer on top, and let's hit OK. Now just click and type your text. Let's type mounting, but move it above the layer with the logo to see it. And I said I'll be using bevel snare, so let me pick it. I'll be using the bevel snare regular. Hit Ctrl+T to transform the text, or go to Edit, Free Transform. Hold the Alt or the Alt and Shift key, and let's click and drag it to something like this. And then click here to switch to the warp mode. And let's choose arc, or let me see, arc upper is what I want to choose. So choose arc upper, and the bend is automatically set to 50%, but let's set it to 70, and drag the layer to something like this. Then hit enter. Let's now select the mountain logo layer. You can convert it to a smart object. If you right click on it and choose convert to smart object, now you can use smart filters. On this layer, go to filter and choose filter gallery. And I've preset those settings. So choose, let's say you want something different, go to cutout. I've set the number of levels to 4, the edge simplicity to 4, and the edge fidelity to 2. And you can change it to something different. Maybe we are looking for more simple looking logo. Let's set the number of levels to 3 and hit OK. Now select the mounting text layer and let's change its color. Click here and let's pick this dark area from the mountain and hit OK. Now click here and let's add a levels adjustment layer at the top. Click levels. Let's drag the whites to make the background lighter. And let's drag also the blacks to the left if you want a darker logo. And maybe increase the middle. Just drag the middle slider to the left to lighten the midtones. But I'll keep them more to the right. And I also like it lighter. So I'll be just increasing the whites by moving this slider to something like this. And let's close this window. And finally, you can mess around with the colors. You can click here for a new adjustment layer and choose hue saturation. And now just drag the slider to set the color to something you like. Maybe you want the mountain to be blue. Maybe you're looking for something more extravagant, like this red. Let's increase the saturation. But I'll set it to something more blue. So let me see. Something like this. You can change the lightness and the darkness from here. I'll keep it at 0. And I'll drag the saturation slider to somewhere around 60%. And I think that the blacks need to be darker, so I'll get back to the levels adjustment layer, right click on it here, and I'll drag the blacks a bit to the right. And maybe also this one slider a bit to the left for more contrast. You can also select the threshold layer and change the opacity to make it have less impact or more impact. I'll set it to 60 or 65. Now I'll select the text layer, hold the Control key and select the mountain logo layer. Now select the Move tool and click here to choose this option. When you keep the mouse cursor above it, it even gives you a hint what it does. What it does, it will align the horizontal centers. So just click it, and now you see that your text is aligned with the circle. And finally, I'll select the text layer, go to Edit, Pre-Transform, hold the Alt key and make it a bit larger to something like this. I'll also move it down a bit using the arrow key, the down arrow key on my keyboard, so I'll press it several times and hit enter. And you may also want to align the logo to the background. So Control minus to zoom out if you need to. Select the mountain logo, hold the Shift key. And let's select the top layer also. Let's group all the layers. So you can go to Layer and choose Group Layers or hit Control push G. And now that the layers are in a group, you can double click on the group and rename it to logo. I'm using the Cyrillic on my keyboard. Let me change it to English. And let's name it logo in English and hit enter. Now hold the Control key and click on the background. Oops. Let's do this again. Hold the Control key, click on the background layer. Now the both layers are selected, and again with the Move tool selected. First click here to align the horizontal centers, and then click here to align the vertical centers. And I think that the text will look better if we change it to bold. So let's click here to expand the group. Select the mountain text layer. Select the horizontal type tool. And let's change it here. Click and pick bold. This is the final design. Thank you for watching and subscribe to Damien Photoshop channel.